Well, this Pravihan Temple case has been on and on from last year up until this year, with the clashes earlier this year has sparked a lot of tension between Thailand and Cambodia. But with the coming of this new government, the Yingluck administration, the relationship seems to be a little bit better, Kunwina, but the case still has to go on, and there has to be some ruling by the court, the ICJ. Thai political movement dubbed it Yellow Shirt vow to prolong their mass protests if the government renew its bid to seek a royal pardon for the ousted ex-premier Thaksin Shinawatra. The People's Alliance for Democracy, or PAD's leader, Sonthi Limthongkul, yesterday said the alliance would extend its anti-government protests if the Yingluck Shinawat's government revives its plan to bring Thaksin back to Thailand without him serving part of his jail sentence and fails to stop the anti-monarchy movement. In 2008, Thaksin was charged for abuse of power for helping his wife, Pochaman Napampet, buy state-owned land in the Ratchadapisek area of Bangkok in 2003. The ex-Thai leader fled overseas before the Supreme Court sentenced him in absentia to 2 years in jail and has remained a fugitive. Sonthi said the anti-monarchy movement was still active, with websites with leste majeste content prevalent on the internet. The PAD leader said the alliance is gathering evidence to prove the government is insincere in protecting the monarchy. He said the alliance will submit a petition asking the government to take action against the anti-monarchy elements. If the government fails to act within 14 days, the PAD will stage a mass rally against it, Sonthi added. The PAD yesterday cancelled its plan to hold a protest against the proposed pardon decree in front of the Office of Council of State. PAD spokesman Bantep Phuapongpan said that the alliance's core leaders were satisfied with the confirmation by Justice Minister Pracha Promnok on Sunday that the proposed royal pardon decree would be in line with the one introduced by the previous Democrat Party.
To speak to us about oil, we have on the line with us Kun Thaksin Chai Prawat, who is the Global Commercial Planning Manager of the Thai Oil Public Company Limited. สวัสดีค่ะ คุณ Thaksin.
สวัสดีครับ Hello.
Hello. สวัสดีค่ะ คุณอภนันท์ คุณวีนา
ค่ะ สวัสดีค่ะ Well, the oil future prices have fallen in New York. The New York market to around $96 per barrel on concern that the U.S. lawmakers will strike a debt reduction deal, and also on concern of the European debt crisis. Now, how do you see the oil prices movements going forward?
The oil prices will continue to be under pressure this week on anticipation of when both Greece and Italy will finally be able to pass the austerity plans and economic reform plans. This is going to be a key factor more than the failure of the U.S. lawmakers to agree on the debt reduction deal, as even though they cannot agree on the debt reduction deal, the debt reduction will occur anyway, but in a different manner. So, and that will not be a main factor, but the main factor for oil price to be under pressure will be the European debt crisis. The lack of timely development of the European debt solution has been weighing down on crude prices. Having said that, the firm fundamentals of current oil market, driven by stronger heating oil demand and tight inventory in the U.S. and Europe, will limit the oil price drop. And we see Brent to be supported at $100 a barrel, so it could be weaker, but will not drop below $100 for Brent, and WTI to be supported at $90 a barrel going forward.
Okay, and what's your input on the current and future oil price level? Does it really support the Thai economy that's going into the recovery mode at this point?
Actually, oil prices in Thailand has been above $100 per barrel this year, a big rise from last year due to Middle East unrest. The high prices has impacted the Thai economy this year in terms of high inflation and higher interest rate. But with the outlook of oil prices being a little bit bearish, especially because of the global economic uncertainties and also more oil supply from Libya.
That's right.
See this as to be a burden for Thailand to recover from the flood. In fact, the relatively weaker oil prices as compared to the first half of the year will lessen inflation, and this should make it easier for the Bank of Thailand to lower the benchmark interest rate.
Kun Thaksin, what is your expectation of the oil demand for Thailand next year? Will it increase together with the economic recovery?
Yes, actually we have seen a big drop of domestic oil demand in the fourth quarter due to flood. Therefore, for next year, we expect the domestic oil demand to rise around 2 to 3% compared to this year. This is going to be in line with the economic recovery, and we will see more demand increase in diesel, as diesel is mainly used in the industrial and in construction sector. So we expect diesel demand to increase over 4% next year compared to this year.
Well, thank you very much for your weekly update, Kun Thaksin.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.